Let's see if it. I don't think it's. Okay, I think we are live. Hello, everyone, and this is about to die on me, so give me a second. Cool. It's being weird on me, but we are live for our merged tribal council. So, can everyone hear me? Okay, someone say something so I can hear y'all. Okay, cool. So
Thumbs up once again.
yes, sorry, my headset came off and my computer gets weird with that. So, well, I'm going to first off start with congratulating Michael for the second season in a row. You won Immunity Garfit's Tower Challenge. 8 seconds off the record. How are you feeling tonight being immune at this very large tribal council? I actually believe, besides the Tether Twist, it's the largest tribal council Radical's ever had. So,
That's exciting. um, it feels good. I think I had something to prove to myself that like the first one wasn't a fluke. Um, but I also wanted to like beat my time because I didn't think I did that well the first time, but won. So I was hoping to get a better time this time. So I did that. So I checked that box and then I won the immunity as well. So definitely felt like kind of an Aussie moment where I came back. I got to, compete in the same challenge and win it again. So that was kind of nice. So it feels good to be safe at this tribal. I've heard my name going around, so it definitely feels good to be able to chill at least for me not going home, but it still was very chaotic.
yeah, several people definitely went under a minute there. So it was very. This is probably the best I've seen this challenge be done. Normally, it takes someone at least 5 minutes or like 10. I've seen it taking people like 10 minutes every single season. So you all completed in about 2 minutes. So you all should all be very proud. It's not. Some of those scores have won immunity in the past. So with that challenge, John, I'll go over you with next. You were also kind of at the top there. But do you think that it's tough losing that like when you're that close to winning immunity?
To me,
Yeah, is it a very scary position to be in for you, like knowing you were that close to immunity and lost it? You're only 5 seconds off.
yeah, but there was two people before me. There was one the person that had 51 seconds, wasn't there?
Oh yes, well,
Didn't
yeah,
didn't,
but yeah,
didn't Dan?
you're
Yeah,
still
because
close regardless.
Dan would have won before me. So
Yeah, but I'm saying you're still
Dan was
close.
way closer than I was to winning.
Well, I'm still asking you. It's okay. You're still
Oh
very
well,
close.
me. I mean, I thought that I had a good enough time to win. Am I devastated? No. This is. I mean, is this a game for $1 million? No. Am I gonna continue my life, my great life after this game if I get voted out? Yes. I mean, but no. I would love to have won immunity, but like, I mean, it doesn't change the fact that have people that. I feel like I can trust in this game, and I feel like we all have a plan, and I feel like it could work, if we all stick together, right?
Fair enough. Gianna, I'm gonna move over to you with that. How has this emerge phase been so far? Because I mean, we could look at it easily. 8 fans, 6 favorites. But do you think there's been a little bit of mix matching because y'all have had the weekend kind of to talk to each other? I think people are, looking for their own games, or do you think, we could see tribal lines? There's a lot of ways you can look at this.
There is a lot of ways. I know some people, like I guess people who haven't like been able to talk to anyone since the game, because some of us have not been able to be on the same tribe at all. So I know this weekend people have taken time to try to talk to people, especially the ones who haven't had a chance to talk to at all. And then here's how I feel. I understand this started off as fans versus favorites, but we're all at this merge stage. And if this is jury phase two, which I think it is, we're all either jurors or finalists. So it's like, let's say I make it to the end. I'm not going to just be able to have favorites votes to win. I'm going to need some fan votes too, and vice versa for whoever is a fan that makes it to the end. So I do feel that it's gonna be a mixture of things. I don't think it's just all gonna, be strictly just fans versus favorites. I think it's gonna be end up being a mixture. I don't know when, but I feel that is gonna happen.
So, Kai, move over to you with that next. Gianna brings up the point, like, those final chairs, whether it's two or three of you, are people starting to think about that? Like, okay, who do I vote here? That sets me up, and then you have to vote here. Here, do you think people are kind of using this vote as a stepping stool, not necessarily thinking, but I'm sure you're thinking, right? We're all thinking about it from the beginning of the game. But do you think people are using this as a stepping stool to get them on a path towards there? Can she hear me, Connie? Oh, I think she's zoned out.
You're talking to me? Sorry. I can barely hear you, Jay. So,
That's why I don't like my headset.
but can you?
Yeah, I just said, do you think people are... There we go. Is that better?
A little bit, yeah.
I have to get my microphone. Help me. This is not anything to claim. No one claimed this. I'm going to plug in my microphone so y'all can hear me better. If you circle
Okay,
it, I'm
that
not
would
gonna...
be great. Yeah, I was like,
There you
I'm
go.
just like, oh,
Yeah.
were you talking?
Yeah, if you
Sorry.
circle, I'm gonna be holding it. If you circle it, I'm ignoring you. It's nothing to be claimed. I'm letting you know that in advance. It just my cat broke off the stand, so
No,
there we go. Is that better? Can you hear me?
say something again. What was the question again?
Here you go. I said that, like, do you think that people, like, obviously Gianna brings a good point. You're in the jury phase. Do you think people are using that to be like, okay, who am I going to send to start carving my path to those final 2 or 3 seats? Do you think that this vote is kind of the foundation for that? For some people?
I don't know. To be honest, like, yeah, I think
Can
so.
anyone
It
hear her?
will be. What's that? Can
Go ahead,
you hear
Connie. You
me?
can continue. I'm just
You just fine, Jay.
okay. I'm good. I should be good.
Chris, your audio's low, Jay.
Okay, is this better now?
Fine on my end.
Don't say not on my end either. I can hear them just fine. I hear them just fine.
Yeah, we hear. We can hear.
Okay, now I should be good on everything. I can hear y'all. You
Oh,
should be able to hear
that
me.
is so that
There, I
is
can
so
hear
Chris.
you way
Holy
better.
shit.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow.
Much like I was having. I'm sorry. I'm
Radical
also,
in 4K.
guys. I'm the old one of the crowd, and I'm hard of hearing. So there we go. Just saying. But yeah, no, it is a stepping stone. Like, I agree with what Gianna's saying. Like, you've got to consider all angles and get talking with everybody and make sure you're looking good when and if you get closer to the final 2, for sure. You gotta.
There you go. Very good points. Christopher, I move over to you with that next. As this is the jury phase, do you think that this is a very important vote? Because jury management does start. Like, now you're setting a foundation. Every single person you will vote out for, whoever that is, will be the ones deciding who to give the win to.
Yeah, so jury management is like when you get to that merge stage, jury management is the one thing, like the most important thing in this game. Second only to basically figuring out who do I want to put on the jury, when do I want to put them on the jury, how can I put them on the jury? And it comes down to if you are going to put the right person on the right jury at the right time, because it takes the perfect precise amount of timing to actually put that person on the jury if and when that person goes.
I'm over to Sunshine with that. Christopher brings up a good point. It's all about timing. Would you agree that if you put the wrong person on the wrong jury, that you're done, you're not getting to the end? Would you agree that that is a huge possibility, right? Especially starting tonight?
Wait, if you put the wrong person at the jury,
the wrong person at the wrong time, basically. Like, it may be the right person even on the jury, but maybe you put them on earlier than you needed them to be.
I mean, it all depends on like how you factor that into your game, I guess. Like, I feel like if you should be able to adapt to any order that anybody goes out. Like, so like if your number one ends up going out, like you should be able to be like, damn, dude, like that sucks. Like, I just lost a really good ally. Like, but the game continues because once you throw the towel in, like you're done yourself. So I mean, it may not be who you want it voted out at that time, but like you kind of have to go with the punches and like adapt to it as best as you can.
Fair enough. Kevin, very good points, but I'll move on to Kevin next, actually. So with that being said, do you think that this vote is going to be necessarily a clean vote, or do you think we're gonna and anyone here, nobody knows here quite what the fuck is going on? Let's put it straight. As a lot of you meet the first time.
I mean, you said that this is the biggest tribal in Radical history beyond the tether round. If you're familiar with the tether round, that round was a fucking mess. It was 20 people and it was split like 5-5. So I'm anticipating something similar to happen tonight. But also, I have no fucking idea. I was asleep because I decided to sleep during the deliberation period. What the fuck? So I don't know. We'll see. Someone else who was here, answer.
All right, Dan, I'll move on to you with that. Kind of, we want to build off Kevin.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I just said, do you think we're going to see a straightforward vote or
Oh.
kind of or anything, or do you think, quite frankly, no one knows what's going on tonight?
I mean, I think there's probably, I don't know how many people that do know what's going on and, they're kind of in a driver's seat position. I've been told multiple names today, and I don't know what's, the real thing. So, I was on the wrong end of the vote last tribal, so I'm just hoping to be on the right end of the vote this time.
Fair enough. Rox, I'll move over to you next. So we are in this casting process, essentially, this being Radical, all about musicals. Somebody is out singing everyone and is the lead role. But where do you feel like you're in this casting process? Do you feel like you're in stage crew? Do you feel like you're a backup dancer just trying to figure out what it's doing? Name me anything. That's just a few examples.
Listen, I don't even know. I was dealing with my daughter all day, so it's just like I got the comms done and everything else is just like I heard a few names, so I'm just glad. I honestly don't know. I guess I'm just floating at the moment, so I don't know. It's chaos. I've heard so many different names tonight. It's nuts.
All right, no, that's pretty fair. And honestly, it's a great answer for that.
Yeah.
It's very tough to tell right now. So Julia, I'll move on to you with that next. How are you feeling tonight? Essentially, after last round, you did save yourself with that, but obviously it's a whole new game. We are merged. So I was in a tribal phase. Do you think? How does it make you feel coming into tonight's vote?
I've said it in many other games and tribals that this is Survivor. No one knows, no one's safe, obviously, unless you have individual immunity. We're merged now, so we have to think about moving forward the long-term game. And I mean, I feel like everyone at this point is thinking of their own game and also trying to like keep the people they like in the game. But I also feel like I did everything I could. I played the game that I'm proud of. Hopefully I'm still here after tribal. But hopefully the people that know me know that I am with them if I told you that, and hopefully that it holds weight. But if I'm the vote tonight, then hopefully that's not the case. But I did all I could, and I mean, I don't know. But I'm always uneasy in tribals because anything could happen. And congrats to Michael on that win. But yeah, I mean, any of us could be going, so it's scary. So if anyone feels comfortable, you probably shouldn't, because this is Survivor. So, yeah, I don't know, but love you guys all. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so Amy, I'll move over to you kind of next. Obviously there's high stakes, but do you think that these are just the beginning of this ball that's rolling? Do you think it's just going to pick up from here and it's just going to be like, it's just going to be getting more intense at this point?
I can see that happening. I think that most people is just gonna go from round to round to see what happens. But yeah, right now it's still kind of smooth sailing.
Luke, I'll move over. All right, and Luke, I'll move over to you. What do you think that this is hard tribal counts of it's a lot of questions, but so they're a little repetitive. But what do you think this vote is going to define as far as the rest of this game? Do you think it's going to define it, or do you think it's kind of going to be, well, we'll see what happens next round, like everyone's kind of saying?
Yeah, I think this tribal is a test for some people to prove that they are trustworthy and can be counted on in this game. Every tribal council is a chance at that, and if you whiffed and you struck out last time, this is your chance to maybe get a single or a double tonight. So yeah, I think it will define some things just to see, you know, where people actually lie. 100%.
Fair enough. So Caleb, I'll bring up to that. Like, we didn't see a lot of advantages played for a while, but last few tribals, there was quite a few advantages that came out. Do you think that's going to change tonight, or do you think it will be like a more calm tribal, or do you think no, like it's quite possible?
It's a quite possible, but everyone's got opinions. In my opinion, I feel like there might be some advantages played tonight, unless I'm wrong on that. But yeah, it's just crazy now that advantages now start to get played when we get into a swap. And then when you get into the merge, that's when the game really changes because you never know what's going to happen.
Fair enough. And Shay, actually go to that next. The people kind of discuss that, as you've noticed, we've been progressively dropping flowers less and less and less. Has that been talked about, or maybe like, whoa, maybe there is stuff out there, maybe they're just saving stuff? What's the talks around that? Because it could affect the vote tonight.
Actually, no one's really talked about the fact to me that you guys have stopped dropping them, but I definitely noticed and was like, oh, everything's probably gone.
All right, fair enough. I think I hit everybody. So with that being said, anyone else have anything they would like to say? All right. At this time, if anybody has a pre-vote advantage you'd like to play, now would be your time to do so. All right, go ahead and bump your votes or send them in if you haven't. Member communication ends now, so we'll see. Just bump your and we'll be back when we have them. All right, I do have the votes at this time. If you have a hidden immunity item or any other post-vote advantage you'd like to play, now would be your time to do so.
Hey Jay,
Hey, Christopher,
how are you?
you got something for me?
First I want to show off my pretty lanyard. It's pretty nice, but yeah, I do have something for you.
Sure. Do you mind sending that to the Cat in the Hat tribe chat for me? Do you need a bump?
Yep, sure can. Here's 2 extra things for you.
All right, and I can confirm that this is the Thing 1 and Thing 2 Legacy Advantage. Christopher, who would you be playing this on?
I am gonna play this on myself.
All right, so I can confirm that any votes for tonight for Christopher will not count. Anybody else? All right, read the votes. Person voted out. We'll have a few moments to say their goodbyes. Let me just. Okay. All right. First vote, Christopher does not count. Next 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 vote, Caleb. We are at 1 vote, Caleb. Next vote, John. That's 1 vote, John. 1 vote, Caleb. Next vote, Caleb. That is 2 votes, Caleb. 1 vote, John. Next vote, John. That is 2 votes, John. 2 votes, Caleb. Next vote, John. That's 3 votes, John. 2 votes, Caleb. 1 vote left. The 7th person vote out of Survivor Seussical, and the first member of our jury is John. John, it was a pleasure having you. Go ahead and say your final words.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I had fun. I had fun playing with you guys.
All right, John, thank you so much for coming and playing this season. But as you know, your journey here at Whoville is not done, because you will be joining the jury as the first member. So you are the mayor, I guess, of Whoville, essentially, and see who joins you. But yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for playing. All right. Well, wow, quite a night. I will say this: it's only the 3rd time in Radical history that we've had a merge vote be almost completely negated. So, or have a successful idle play at the merge vote, essentially. But tomorrow we have a live challenge on Zoom. You will need pen and paper. I might have you write things out beforehand just to make it a little bit easier for y'all in the moment. But I will have more information on that tomorrow afternoon. But you'll be live on Zoom. That's the only thing you need is pen, paper. I might have you write out beforehand just to help with the process. But
Is it
all right.
tomorrow at 8?
Yes, if you can work
Okay.
around it. If that works for everyone, ended live.